Planning a trip to Switzerland's largest city? From historic old town streets to stunning views on Uetliberg Mountain and dining by Lake Zurich, this is your perfect 2-day adventure. Stick around till the end for all the insider tips you need to make your Zurich trip unforgettable. Best time to visit. Zurich really comes alive every season, but for that unforgettable summer energy, aim for June to September. This is when the weather is gorgeously warm, the lake becomes the city's main playground, and everyone is out enjoying the endless daylight. You'll find yourself soaking up long, sunny days with perfect temperatures around 76 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 degrees Celsius, which is ideal for a refreshing swim, a stroll, or just sipping coffee by the water. If you're dreaming of those charming, quieter streets and hoping for easier-to-snag hotel deals, consider swinging by in May or October. The weather still feels quite pleasant, hovering around 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius, and the city hums along at a delightfully relaxed pace. Now, for a totally different kind of magic, winter is a cozy dream. Think festive lights, bubbling pots of fondue, and rooftops beautifully dusted with snow. Just be sure to bundle up. Daytime temperatures will be around 34 degrees Fahrenheit or 1 degree Celsius, making those indoor evenings extremely cozy. In short, there's no bad time to visit, but late spring and early fall truly hit the sweet spot for the best mix of sunshine, vibrant atmosphere, and excellent value. Airport tips. Zurich Airport, or ZRH, is convenient. It sits just 5 miles or 8 kilometers north of the city. That means your trip into the center will be very quick. The absolute easiest option is the train to Zurich Hauptbahnhof, which is the main station downtown. It zips away every few minutes, takes a breezy 10 minutes to arrive, and generally costs around $8 to $9 one way. If you're not in a rush and prefer the road, airport buses also head toward the city, usually taking about 15 minutes for a lighter price tag of $4 to $6. Taxis and ride shares like Uber will get you there in about 20 minutes depending on traffic, but do expect prices to land higher, somewhere between $60 and $85. Arriving by train is equally simple, since Hauptbahnhof is Switzerland's busiest and most central rail hub. And for the savvy budget travelers, Flixbus connects Zurich with major European cities, conveniently stopping right in the city center, no long transfers or complicated routes required. Where to stay? Choosing where to stay in Zurich really depends on the kind of vibe you're chasing. The Old Town, or Altstadt, is everyone's favorite starting point, boasting charming cobbled lanes, scenic river views, and inviting cafes at every corner. You'll be just minutes from the lake and the main station, with great mid-range stays like the B2 Hotel Zurich or the Home Hotel Zurich running about $200 to $300 per night. If you love modern design, cool bars, and a livelier, more current scene, then look toward Zurich West or Langstrasse. These areas feature stylish boutique hotels, typically hovering between $120 to $180. For something quieter and more refined, District 2 and Bahnhofstrasse offer elegant lake views, upscale boutiques, and 5-star comfort starting at $400 and up. The best part? Zurich's compact size always works in your favor. Even if you choose one of the outer neighborhoods, you can still be in the heart of the city within minutes, thanks to the excellent tram or train network. How to get around. Zurich makes getting around truly effortless. The trams, buses, and local trains all run perfectly on time, and even the scenic boats on the lake are part of the very same network. A single ride in the central zone is a manageable $6, while a 24-hour pass comes in roughly around $12. If you plan to move around quite a bit, you'll want to grab the Zurich card. This fantastic pass covers unlimited public transport, your airport rides, and even those fun boat trips. Plus, it gives you great discounts at museums and attractions. The 24-hour card is about $37 or $71 if you want coverage for a full 3 days. As a fun alternative, you can also take advantage of the local bike-sharing programs. The most popular is Zurich Old, which offers free bikes for the entire day. You just need a refundable deposit of 20 CHF, which is about $25. For a little extra boost, their e-bikes cost about $38 for a full day of cruising. The absolute best way to experience the city is often simply on foot. It's compact, the air is fresh, and every corner seems to lead to another beautiful view. When your legs need a well-deserved break, just hop on a tram or a ferry and let Zurich carry you the rest of the way. Day 1. Zurich's Old Town Charm. Morning. Altstadt, the Old Town. Time to kick off your day in Zurich's Old Town, which locals call the Altstadt. It's the city's most atmospheric and historic spot. You'll love its winding cobblestone streets, the pastel-colored buildings, and that charming mix of small shops and cafes that just help you ease right into the morning. Take a stroll through Niederdorf. The air is constantly filled with the incredible smells of fresh pastries and roasted coffee drifting from open doors, setting a timeless, easygoing morning rhythm. But hold off on the main landmarks for a second. Before you dive in, take a quiet moment just to enjoy the vibe. Listen for the soft ring of church bells, appreciate the stillness of the streets, and watch for the sunshine warming up the river. This is truly the perfect excuse to stop for breakfast before continuing your wonderful exploration right through the very heart of Zurich. Breakfast. Café and Conditorei, 1842. Right in the middle of the Old Town is Café and Conditorei 1842, the kind of place that instantly makes a Zurich morning feel special. This elegant 19th century spot blends serious old-world charm with a truly peaceful vibe, practically inviting you to slow down for a while. Just look up at the high ceilings, admire the polished wood, and check out the beautiful display cases packed with incredible handmade chocolates. It's both classic and incredibly cozy. Their breakfast menu keeps things simple but absolutely delicious. You could go for scrambled eggs, a light omelet with your choice of cheese, ham, or tomato, or their fantastic signature Eggs Benedict, which you can order with ham or smoked salmon. Most of these dishes will run you between $13 and $25. If you're leaning more towards sweets, the apple strudel or one of their freshly baked croissants is a perfect choice, especially paired with a rich hot chocolate and whipped cream or a smooth cappuccino. After this stop, you'll be perfectly fueled up and ready to hit the streets and continue your walk through Zurich's historic center. Grossmünster. After you're fueled up and ready to go, take a quick walk from the cafe to one of Zurich's most iconic sites, the Grossmünster. This impressive twin-towered Romanesque church has stood proudly on the city's skyline for nearly 1,000 years, and legend even claims it was founded by Charlemagne himself. Step inside and you'll find a space that feels both incredibly historic and calm. The tall stone arches and simple design naturally draw your eyes up toward the striking modern stained glass windows created by the artist Sigmar Polke. It's quiet, timeless, and a beautiful place to pause for a moment. If you're ready for a little cardio, head up to the Karlsturm Tower. The climb is 187 steps, but it leads to one of the best views in all of Zurich. Rooftops stretching out toward the beautiful lake, and on clear days, you can spot the distant Alps. Entry to the tower costs about $5, and it's completely worth the price. Take a few moments to soak in that view, snap a photo or two, and just enjoy standing above the heart of the city. It's a moment that really makes you appreciate Zurich's unique charm. Insider tip. I highly recommend getting the Zurich card. Not only will it give you access to the tower for free, but it also includes free entry to many amazing museums you'll want to explore while visiting. Plus, it gives you unlimited use for all trams, buses, and trains across the city. If you decide not to get the Zurich card, bring a few Swiss francs in cash. These small counters often do not accept foreign credit cards. Late morning, Fraumünster. After leaving the Grossmünster, make your way across the Münsterbrücke Bridge to the other side of the river. It's a super short and pleasant walk, and you'll definitely want to take a moment as you cross. The view over the Limmat, with the beautiful church spires on both banks and the sunlight catching the water, is truly picture perfect. Once you're across, you'll immediately spot the Fraumünster, one of Zurich's most admired historic churches. It was first built way back in the 9th century, and its mix of Romanesque and Gothic details gives it a distinctive, almost delicate look. But the real magic happens when you step inside. The whole mood shifts. The tall stained glass windows designed by the master Marc Chagall absolutely glow in vivid blues, reds, and greens that change as the light moves through the space. It feels calm, intimate, and absolutely timeless. Entry costs a reasonable $5, and this short visit offers the perfect quiet pause right in the middle of your morning. It's the kind of artistic experience that will definitely stay with you long after you've headed back out into the bustling streets. St. Peter's Church. Just a very short walk from the Fraumünster is St. Peter's Church. It's the kind of historic neighbor that stands proudly among the beautiful buildings and squares on this side of the Limmat. As you approach, you'll immediately see why the church is so famous, or more accurately, you'll see its colossal clock. This enormous timepiece is actually the largest church clock face in all of Europe. With a diameter of 8.7 meters, it's always working hard to keep the heart of Zurich running precisely on time. For centuries, the tower here was crucial for the city, acting as the official timekeeper and even the fire watch post until 1911. Take a moment to enter the church and you'll find a simple, quiet space that contrasts nicely with the drama of the Fraumünster's windows. This is the oldest parish church in Zurich, with foundations dating back to the 9th century. Best of all, unlike the other churches, entry to St. Peter is free. It's a wonderful, quick stop to soak in some history and appreciate that truly massive clock face before you head off to your next stop. Afternoon. Lunch at restaurant Kindli or Haus Hiltl. By now, you've definitely earned a well-deserved lunch break, and thankfully, Zurich makes it easy to eat exceptionally well. You have 2 fantastic choices nearby, each offering a completely different vibe. If you're in the mood for classic Swiss cooking, make your way to restaurant Kindli. It's a beautiful, wood-paneled spot with white tablecloths, giving you that traditional Old Town atmosphere. Their menu is built around favorites like the classic Zurich schnitzlets, sliced veal in a creamy mushroom sauce, served with golden, crispy, roasty potatoes. Just a heads up on the price, expect to spend around $45 to $70 per person for a main course and drink, as this is a high-end Zurich dining experience. If, on the other hand, you prefer something lighter or fully vegetarian, Haus Hiltl is an absolute Zurich institution. It proudly holds the title of the oldest vegetarian restaurant in the world, open since 1898. The star here is the massive legendary buffet featuring dishes from India, the Mediterranean, and all over the globe. You can choose to pay by the weight of your plate or a la carte. For a satisfying plate from the buffet, prices usually land between $28 and $40, and the impressive quality ensures that even if you're not a vegetarian, you'll find something truly delicious here. Both locations are within easy walking distance of the Old Town sites you've seen this morning, keeping the day relaxed and perfectly convenient before you head back out to explore more of the city. Lindenhof Hill. Following lunch, head straight to Lindenhof Hill, a quiet green terrace tucked right into the heart of Zurich. At first glance, it might just look like another peaceful park, but this spot has a rich history that goes all the way back to Roman times. It actually was a small fort before transforming into the scenic lookout you see today. From this elevated position, you get a fantastic, classic perspective of the city. The vista stretching across the river, beautifully framing the twin spires of the Grossmünster and the elegant spire of the Fraumünster, with rows of terracotta rooftops spread out below. The ascent is short and easy, and it's completely free to visit. Look for the large linden trees providing shade, ideal if you want to simply pause for a moment and enjoy the breeze. Lindenhof is one of those special places that ties everything together. Standing here, you get a real sense of how Zurich's deep history and vibrant daily life fit into the compact, beautiful setting. Late afternoon, Bahnhofstrasse shopping street. Leaving the hill behind, make your way toward Bahnhofstrasse, Zurich's famously lively shopping avenue. This street is an essential stop as it directly connects the main train station with the stunning lakefront, and it's full of elegant, vibrant energy at almost any hour. Here you'll find an impressive mix of luxury boutiques and well-known international brands. High-end names like Chanel, Cartier, and Louis Vuitton share the pavement with stores like Zara, Mango, and H&M. As you stroll, you'll be seeing inviting cafes and several small classic chocolate shops that make for perfect quick stops if you want something sweet. Even if shopping is not on your agenda, the Bahnhofstrasse is absolutely worth it for the walk and the atmosphere alone. The trams gliding by, the constant buzz of conversation, and the sight of the lake shining at the far end all give this street a modern pulse that feels distinctly different from the Old Town. Insider tip. Before you leave the area, I highly recommend stopping by Confiserie Sprugli at Paradeplatz. This spot has been a Zurich institution since the 19th century, and its delicate Luxembourgly macarons are a city favorite and an ideal treat to enjoy before dinner. Evening. Dinner at Swiss Chuchi. To finish the day, return to the Niederhof area of the Old Town for a classic Swiss dinner at Swiss Chuchi. This cozy traditional restaurant is well known among both locals and visitors for turning a simple meal into something memorable. The setting is relaxed but full of genuine character. The atmosphere features dim lighting, welcome wood accents, and just the right amount of easygoing buzz. The restaurant's signature Swiss cheese fondue is the star, perfectly melted, rich, and served with fresh bread cubes and small potatoes for dipping. If you don't prefer cheese, other classic Swiss specialties are also available. Dinner here usually runs around $30 to $45 per person, depending on the order and whether wine or dessert is added. If you want something sweet, a homemade chocolate mousse or classic Swiss meringue make for a wonderful option. It's the perfect way to end your first day in Zurich. Comforting food, an easygoing atmosphere, and that distinct feeling that this is exactly the right place to slow down and enjoy it all. Day 2. Art, mountains, and dinner on the lake. Morning. Breakfast at Robin's Bar and Coffee or Kleine Freiheit. Start your second day with a slow, relaxed breakfast before diving into Zurich's cultural gems. You have 2 excellent options for catching that calm morning rhythm. If you appreciate a sleek, modern atmosphere and espresso excellence, Robin's Bar and Coffee is your spot. This central cafe is known for its high-quality coffee and friendly baristas. For a quick, quality start, order a signature flat white and a simple croissant, which the Swiss call a Gipfeli. Expect to pay between $10 and $15 for coffee and a pastry. For a more tranquil bohemian experience, head to Kleine Freiheit. Hidden in a quiet courtyard, this garden cafe offers fresh, wholesome, and Mediterranean-inspired plates. Try their popular vegan cinnamon buns or the hearty Kleine Freiheit breakfast plate, which includes an oven-baked egg, bread, and cheese. Prices range from $6 for a pastry up to $28 for a full meal. Enjoy the calm start and the smell of coffee. You'll be well fueled for a morning of museum exploration. Late morning. Visit Zurich museums. After breakfast, spend the rest of your morning exploring some of Zurich's finest cultural institutions. Each museum tells a different story, and they're all as easy to reach via the city's excellent tram system. If you'd like to dive into Switzerland's history, begin with the Swiss National Museum, about a 10-minute walk from the Bahnhofstrasse. The castle-style building holds centuries of stories from medieval armor and wooden chalets to modern Swiss design. It's open Tuesday through Sunday, and entry costs approximately $14. A short tram ride or a pleasant walk uphill brings you to the Kunsthaus Zurich, the city's leading art museum. Its bright modern wing connects to the original 1910 building, creating a space that feels both classic and contemporary. Inside, you'll find works by Monet, Van Gogh, Chagall, Munch, and Picasso, along with entire galleries devoted to Swiss masters like Giacometti and Hodler. Admission to the main collection is about $26. If you're drawn to world cultures, take Tram 7 from Paradeplatz to the Museum Reitberg in Enge. Surrounded by quiet gardens, it focuses on art from Asia, Africa, and the Americas, displaying everything from Indian sculptures to African masks and Mayan carvings. Entry is roughly $15, and its cafe terrace makes a lovely stop afterward. Each offers a different glimpse of Zurich's character, from traditional heritage to fine art to global creativity, and any one of them makes for a fulfilling morning. Afternoon. Uetliberg Mountain. After your museum visit, make your way to Uetliberg Mountain, Zurich's favorite escape for open-air views and a breath of fresh air. From the city center, take the S10 train from Zurich Hauptbahnhof. The ride takes around 20 minutes and gradually climbs above the city before stopping at the upper station. From there, a short, pleasant walk of about 10 minutes leads you to the summit. The view opens up all at once, the rooftops of Zurich below, Lake Zurich stretching into the distance, and, on clear days, the white peaks of the Alps in the far background. It's a beautiful contrast to the city's urban rhythm and one of the easiest ways to see just how green and spacious Zurich really is. You can pause for a coffee or drink at the cafe near the viewpoint, or simply sit back and take in the scenery. Trains run at least every half hour, and a round-trip ticket costs about $15, making it an easy and rewarding half-day outing. Insider tip: if you're visiting in the summer and love a good walk, consider hiking either up or down the mountain instead of taking the train both ways. The trails are well marked, shaded, and take about an hour and a half. In winter, the same paths turn into popular toboggan runs, a local favorite when the snow falls. Late afternoon, lunch at Sternen Grill. Back in the city, stop for lunch at Sternen Grill, one of Zurich's most iconic casual spots. It's been serving locals for decades and sits right on Bellevue Square, just steps from the lake promenade. The setup is simple but perfected over time. You order your sausage at the counter, grab your tray, and you can eat right there, or you can head upstairs to the dedicated full-service restaurant, Sternen Grill Oben, which offers comfortable seating and a view. The star of the menu is the bratwurst, freshly grilled, crisp on the outside, tender inside, and always served with Sternen's signature spicy mustard. Pair it with a slice of fresh bread or a side of crispy fries, and you've got the definition of a satisfying Zurich classic. Meals here are quick, affordable, and full of character. Expect to spend around $10 to $15 depending on what you order. It's the perfect stop before heading down to the lakeside for a refreshing evening walk. The Lake Zurich Stroll. After that classic grill lunch, let's slow things right down and head for the Lake Zurich Promenade. This is truly one of the city's most loved public spaces. It's where the fast pace of Zurich finally breaks for the day. As you stroll along the lakeside, stretching from Bellevue Square down to the open-wide plaza of Berkeleyplatz, you'll feel the city hum fade away. The water shimmers, the far-off Alps stand guard on the horizon, and you're surrounded by locals gathering for an after-work walk or a refreshing dip in the cool lake in summer. Take your time, the path is lined with beautifully manicured lawns and plenty of benches, making it the perfect spot to just be. You'll see sailboats gliding by, watch the ferries arriving at the dock, and you can always grab a cold drink or a delicious ice cream from one of the small kiosks dotted along the way. It's an easy, unhurried way to spend the rest of the afternoon, taking in the beautiful sights and the serene atmosphere of Zurich. Evening, river cruise and dinner. As evening arrives, it's time for the grand finale of your trip. Head back to Berkeleyplatz to board one of the special dinner cruises on Lake Zurich. This is a quiet, elegant way to celebrate your time here and see the city from a brand new perspective. The boats glide away from the pier, and as the lights of Zurich begin to switch on and shimmer along the shore, the view is simply magical. The real treat here is the culinary experience. These are not quick rides. Many of the popular themed cruises, like the famous cheese fondue cruise, last around 2 to 2.5 hours, giving you plenty of time to relax and dine. You can also find sailings with traditional 3-course dinners or seasonal specialties. Regarding the cost, plan for these special dinner cruises to be approximately $80 to $90 per person, which typically includes both the cruise ticket and the full meal. Just remember that beverages are separate. It's a truly special and memorable way to conclude your time here, combining fine dining with the spectacular nighttime views of the lake. That completes your 2-day itinerary for Zurich, from the historic Old Town and the stunning perspectives from Uetliberg Mountain to the elegant evening cruise. It's a trip filled with diverse and beautiful experiences. If you found this guide helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you're ready to see more of Switzerland, come travel with us to Lucerne next.